2024, 2016. What do they got in common? Good fucking music. Today I'm going to be talking about the top albums, in my opinion, that came out this past year. I know it's a little late. I know usually some people get this shit out by like Christmas, but honestly, I was with the other people and I thought, you know what, maybe Cardi's going to drop. But that didn't fucking happen, and kind of not surprised, kind of sad by it, but it is what it is. We're dealing with Cardi here. He's known for that kind of shit. We know who we're dealing with there, bro. Today I'm going to be talking about, as I said before, the top albums that came out last year. I have a top 10, but I want to go off of the honorable mentions first. I got a whole list here and everything. I feel like I'm old as fuck. I'm like reading off this shit. I'm like, but the honorable mentions, they're not necessarily horrible. I mean, they made the honorable mentions. They're not horrible. They're great albums, but I just feel like there was better ones, that came out that made the top 10. This is just ones that were close to making the top 10, but didn't quite make it there. You know what a fucking honorable mention is. Let's go. All right, starting at the top, we got Neck Deep by Neck Deep. Self-titled by Neck Deep. Neck Deep, an amazing band. I've asked a lot of people in the past year, have they heard it? Have they heard that album? Have they even heard of who Neck Deep is? I have a hoodie by them when I saw them this year, actually. And a lot of people see the hoodie, they're like, LOL, what's Neck Deep mean? And I'm like, it's a band. And a lot of people are like, what? Yeah, I know. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, Neck Deep is a band. They made an album this year, self-titled. I actually was going into it a little like, because their last album, it was pretty cool, but it could have been better. So I was thinking a little bit with this one. Usually when bands make self-titled albums, usually they're kind of, I mean, except Blink-182 self-titled, that's a really good one. But other than that, it was a really good album, 9 out of 10. Under that, we had Vultures 1. Okay, I know there's going to be a lot of shit talking with Vultures and Kanye and all that shit, the nitrous and all that. I don't really care. Vultures 1 was pretty solid for what it is. Vultures 2 is unlistenable as fuck, but Vultures 1 is pretty good. I give it like a 7 out of 10. The G Code by Peeling Flesh is a fucking phenomenal album, bro. Saw them live, fucked me in the ass, bro. Peeling Flesh live fucked me and my homie up so bad. I couldn't hear for like 3 days after. That shit was crazy. 9 out of 10 album. Dark Superstition by Gatecreeper. Another really good album. 8 out of 10. Posthuman Next Gen by Bring Me the Horizon. 7 out of 10. Spiral in a Straight Line by Touche Amore. I still don't know how to say their name. I've been listening to them for a minute, and I got to see them live. I still don't know how to say their fucking name. That album by them was 7 out of 10. Cold Visions by Blade. Another great album. 7 out of 10. Badass Fucking Kid by Netspend. 7 out of 10. I know people are going to hate on Net, but I'm going to be so real, bro. Net, Osama, the rest of the fucking underground. You can even throw Ken and Lone in there. I know people don't say Ken and Lone are underground. They're pretty popular now. But all underground rap music, man, and that kind of genre of rage rap, don't take it so fucking seriously. It's ear candy. It's just shit to listen to vibe to. You listening to it for the fucking, literally what is it? Just the vibe of it, man. You're listening to it for that feeling of hype and just having fun. You're not really listening to it for the lyrics. I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of dumb to really take that shit seriously. Like, why am I going to take Slut Truck seriously? Like, what the fuck? It's obviously you don't know what it means. It's stupid. It's just to get the vibe going. And it's pretty fucking good. I think Net is doing a really good job at that. All You Embrace by One Step Closer. That was another really good album that came out this year. And Clancy by 21 Pilots was pretty good. So now we made it past that list. We are at the fucking 10. We're at the milestone, the final milestone. We're at the top fucking 10. Sorry, I had to adjust myself there. Okay. Very hard list here I had to make. Very hard thing, man. I can't imagine how music journalists feel with this type of shit. Because they always got to be making these lists and shit. Especially at the end of the year, like midway through, they'd be like the top albums that came out this year. It's kind of hard. Because there's a lot of good shit that's come out. And how are you going to rank it? You know what I mean? So it was pretty crucial. It took me a day. But for my top 10 list of the top 10 albums of 2024, here we go. Number 10 is No Name by Jack White. I know some of you might be like, who the fuck is Jack White? What the hell is No Name? Jack White, an amazing rock star. I'm like trying to think the reason why I stuttered there. Because he does a lot more than just rock. He does a little bit of blues, hip hop, country, folk. He does it all. You might be thinking, wow, it's a lot of fucking genres. Is he okay? Yeah, he's fucking amazing. His music is so diverse and good. And it's peak, man. Jack White is like literally one of the greatest modern rock musicians to do it. He's up there with fucking Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, Shit, I'll even throw fucking I'll throw him up there with just the greatest of all time, of especially just rock and roll and just household names of guitarists, man. He's just amazing musician, talented as fuck. His album No Name is a huge thing coming out. There's a lot of people were like, is he dropping an album? Is he not? He's doing those shows and shit. No Name was phenomenal. Number 9, we have Green Day's Saviors. Okay, not gonna lie, I didn't fuck with it at first. I love Green Day. It's one of my favorite bands, but you know the way it is with old rock stars and old rock bands when they make new music. They're like, we're going back to our roots. We're going to make the most craziest rock album ever. It's going to be old school rock, uncut. It's like that type of shit. You know what I mean? And that's the vibe Green Day gives off whenever they drop new music. And sometimes it's hit, sometimes it's miss. And so going into Saviors, I went to a early listening party actually of it at a record store in my town. And I was able to get a poster, bracelets. I was able to win some shit. I actually won a free shirt. A Green Day listening party shirt. That was pretty fucking sick. I forgot about that. And I don't know, first hearing it there, hearing the whole thing, I was kind of like, I don't know. I just thought, oh, it's just another old rock band I fuck with that made a new album that's just whatever. I don't know. And then it finally came out like I think a week or two later. I heard that shit at work. Just put the whole thing on while I was working, and I was like, whoa. Someone cooked here. It was really good. I wouldn't say it's their best album. It is not their best album of all time, obviously, but it's pretty up there. It's really good. Saviors is really good. A lot of the songs on there, a lot of nods to older stuff. You can hear little riffs or little things here or there that are pretty similar to their old shit. It was really good. It was a mix of old and new. It wasn't really bad, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. I'm just really surprised. It wasn't bad. It was really good. It was so good that I went to go see them live. Play American Idiot and Dookie back to back, and some songs from Saviors, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Saviors number 9. Really good. I think it's a solid placement, in my opinion. It's not necessarily a groundbreaking album of the year, but it was a really fucking good album if you're a Green Day fan, if you're just a punk rock fan. I mean, I don't know. Old punk heads be hating on Green Day because they're like, they sold out. But it is what it is. I don't really give a fuck. I think the album's really good and Green Day is really solid. So yeah. Wow. Number 8 is New World Depression by Suicide Boys. Okay. Let me stop everyone right now for a second. I know. Coworker music. I had the coworker music people on my wall. I know. Nah, Suicide Boys, New World Depression. Man, this album, not gonna lie, getting announced and everything and seeing all of it, the hype for me wasn't really there. I don't know why. It just wasn't there. I didn't really like the cover. The cover, as I'm looking at the dollar bills, as I ordered something from the drop from when it came out and they sent me the dollar bills with the album cover. Nah, but the album cover is cool, but I was just like, huh? Like, I was expecting it to be more grand and like, I don't know, just something really epic. But I mean, it's cool. The dollar bills are, well, 5 and 9. They're on the $5 bill and the $9 bill. I mean, it's cool, but I don't know. That was really hyping me up. And then the singles that came out, the first single, what is it called? I forgot the first single. But it's the same exact single that they released for their last album, Sing Me a Lullaby. It's the same vibe and everything. So I was kind of like, what? I was just really confused. I was just like, okay. But then the Thin Gray Line came out and I was like, what? I was like, what the shit, bro? I remember this fucking snippet from the first staff tease. The first staff drop, actually. The little commercial or ad they did on Instagram. That was the snippet they played with it. Really sick. So it was really cool hearing that song. And then the album came out and I listened to it. And at first I was like, what is this? Like, I don't know. It just felt very like generic. You know what I mean? It felt like they just got the most randomest songs they had kind of laying around and just threw them in an album and called it a day. And I get it. This is their most commercially successful album because it was promoted everywhere. There was billboards in Times Square for it. There was a lot of ads on TikTok. They said they didn't want to do TikTok, but they have a TikTok. There's just a lot of ads surrounding it. Fucking, I see this vinyl everywhere at Target and Walmart, which is really fucking crazy. I never thought I'd see a Suicide Boys vinyl. You would have told me that like 8 years ago, I would have been like, what? That's crazy. But look where we are now. It's like, what? So it's everywhere, and a lot of new gen fans really fuck with it. I'm not trying to be an old head and be like, I'm not a new gen. I've been here since 2017. And nah, look, I'm just gonna be real. A lot of new gen fans, I'm not trying to hate. They really like it, and a lot of the older fans, they fuck with it. But I don't see really the hype and praise around it at first. But then I just kept listening and listening, and there's a couple songs that really did hit and that were in my rotation throughout the whole year. So that's why I mainly made it to this list, because of those songs. It really kept it high up. But other than that, if those songs weren't on it, I don't think it would have made the list, to be honest. Because I don't know. It's like, it's not horrible, the album, and it's not like groundbreaking. You know what I mean? It's good and something to listen to, but it's not necessarily like, I don't know. It's not even mid, because some people will be like, oh, then it's mid then. Nah, it's like, there's like low, like it fucking sucks. And then there's like, it's groundbreaking, and then there's mid. It's like between groundbreaking and mid. It's like, it's good. Like, it's good. It was in my rotation, bro. That's why it's in here. It's in my rotation. And also, it's in here because I love Suicide Boys, man. Suicide Boys, been a fan for them for so long, bro. I love Suicide Boys. Okay, on to number 7. Dark Times by Vince Staples. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, bro. This album, fuck. This album, Dark Times by Vince Staples, bro. Oh, he cooked so hard, man. He cooked so hard, man. This shit is just fucking, you gotta really sit there and listen to it and hear every lyric and just really just take it in. You know what I mean? Just take that shit in. It's such a good album. I know a lot of people didn't really like it because they were like, there's no Magic song. There's no Lemonade song. There's no North song. What is this? This is a slow album. No, bro. Vince just literally just spoke his fucking mind and heart out on this, and just lyrically just fucking, he fucked us all in the mouth lyrically, bro. Like, this shit was really fucking good, and the whole vibe of it and everything I really messed with. The tour looked sick. I know a lot of people on Reddit were saying, oh, the fans hated it. A lot of people weren't really fucking with the shows. I don't know what that was up with that. I feel really bad for Vince because I feel like, fuck, he really put a lot of time and effort into this album, this tour, this vibe, this aesthetic, this rollout. And for him to play this shit live, a lot of people weren't really fucking with it. And I was just like, damn, I felt really bad. I felt really bad because it was like, damn, bro, like, this album's so good. Why isn't anyone else appreciating it? But I've seen a lot of different mixed reviews. I'd say like 80% of the fan base fucks with it. A little 20% it's like, but I feel like it's not getting talked enough in like the hip hop world. You know what I mean? Like a lot of rap pages and all that. Not really posting about it enough. And that's the thing with Vince Staples. He gets talked about, but it's more of a niche kind of thing to really love Vince Staples. I don't really see a lot of people always talking about him. I think out of all my whole friends and all that, I think just one person listens to him, and that's really it. I mean, it's a good album though. I think more people should listen to it. If you're hearing this right now and you're thinking Dark Times of Vince Staples, you're thinking, who's Vince Staples? What's Dark Times? Maybe you know who Vince Staples is, but you just didn't hear the new album, or you're just like out of the loop with him. Go listen to Dark Times by Vince Staples. Just sit in your room, put on a little light, just all dark with a little light, and just listen to this shit and just take it in, bro. Like, this shit is fucking peak. Another piece of art to come out. Number 6, GNX by Kendrick Lamar. Okay, I know this is gonna be fucking a huge meat ride fucking list now. Now I'm really gonna get into the meat riding here with every artist, but literally GNX, I know hella music pages are talking about it, like, oh, GNX album of the year, number one. You're probably fucking tired of hearing all about the Kendrick and Drake beef and how Kendrick won, and no. I'm kind of tired of hearing about it, but I love Kendrick so much and I gotta talk about it. So GNX, man, this album means so much to not just Kendrick fans, but just the rap world as a whole, and just the whole world as a whole, to be honest. Because for so many years, we had someone like Drake running the rap world and running the rap game, which I'm so fucking thankful someone stuck up and took down Drake, bro. I've been a Drake hater for so fucking long. He's just a pussy ass motherfucker that comes in here and raps out stupid ass shit, and he thinks he knows what he's talking about, but I don't know, it's just all fucking like commercial as fuck, and like it's all ghostwriters. It's just, it doesn't sit right with me. It's someone in here that don't know really shit about this whole genre and everything. He just comes in here for years and is like, look, I like old Drake. Old Drake was pretty sick. Old Drake was cool. But ever since like Hotline Bling, just since then, I just never have liked Drake. He's just corny. It's just like, if you got a cartoon kids show and made the most famous rapper ever in that show, and it's like, oh, it's da 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 da. He's the famous rapper, and in that little cartoon world, that's him. He's the famous rapper that sells out arenas and shit like that. That's what I imagine Drake as. Drake's like a cartoon fucking character. And it's so funny when those memes came out years ago where they're like, Drake the type of guy to do this, do that, do that. Because it's so true, bro. And look, I'm not trying to be a fucking hater and be like, but I just hate Drake, man. I'm sorry. I am a hater, bro. Fuck it. I'm a hater. Hating for years is finally fucking paid off now. And now I get to be laughing in Drake's face, bro. And Kendrick Lamar, I've always liked Kendrick Lamar, man. Kendrick Lamar is so sick. And GNX really fucking represents the West Coast. That's where I'm from, bro. That shit hit hard. The pop out hit hard. Everything that Kendrick did this year fucking hit hard for the West Coast, man. He showed up and he changed the rap game around, bro. Since 2020, it's been on a fucking plateau. Or no, it's been a fucking going down since 2020. Not a plateau. Plateau's kind of plateau and going down and up. We got a lot of fucking meme rappers. We got just a lot of fucking bullshit, man. And it's just like, and especially radio rap. Sometimes radio rap's good, sometimes it's not. And it seems like we've been in that not phase for the past couple years, man. And it's just, I don't know. It's been really fucking dry out here. And so we had Kendrick come in and he fucking switched up the whole game, man. He did what he did. I know a lot of people are hating on Kendrick right now. They're like, oh, that album fucking sucks. How can you listen to that shit? And they're not like, I don't know. And the same thing is, I see a lot of people talking shit of the fucking underground meat writers that are net meat writers and shit like that. And then earlier I said I like net. I really do like net. But am I going to sit there and compare net to Kendrick Lamar? Fuck no, I'm not. It's way different. All the underground rappers and shit like that, they all sound the same. And it's all ear candy to me. It's what I've said before. But comparing them to real artists, like, a lot of people are hating on Tyler because of the whole Ian thing, Tyler and Ian. I'm going to be real. I'm sorry, Tyler. I like Ian. Ian's music fucks. I really like it. It's hard. It's a vibe. And it's just ear candy. It's ear candy, man. It's just shit you just put on just to be like, whatever. But am I going to sit there and really critique it and be like, wow, blah, 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 and the lyrics you said here, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not going to do that to Ian or any other underground rapper. It's just whatever. It's ear candy. But to compare them to real artists like Tyler, Kendrick, and shit like that, it's just, you can't compare it, bro. It's uncomparable. You just can't do that. And GNX was really fucking sick and solid. That's my 6 out of 10 for the list. Number 5, Knocked Loose came out with a fucking banger. You won't go before you're supposed to. Fucking killer, man. Knocked Loose is so sick, bro. I know some people hate on Knocked Loose. I saw a lot of people hating on it because they were on, was it Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel? It was the one in LA. Is that Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon? I don't know which one it is, but they're on one of them, and I saw it on TikTok that people were like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Like, bro, it's not loose. Knocked Loose is so fucking sick. I was able to see them live a couple years ago, and that's how I found out about them. I saw them live a couple years ago back in 2022. I was like, wow, who are these? I just never heard of them. I was like, wow, sick. Started listening to them, and then they came out the new album this year. It's amazing. It was really good. It's really sick, and I really like that hardcore is kind of coming back. I mean, I knew a couple of hardcore bands, like, in middle school and high school that I really fucked with, like Turnstile and shit like that. But I feel like when I found Knocked Loose, I feel like, I don't know, there was like a button that switched within me and a lot of other people, because I feel like more people found out who Knocked Loose was, and more hardcore bands started just popping and coming up and started getting more popular. And now you see them all the time everywhere, a bunch of hardcore bands and shit. And that's awesome. I think it's amazing. I know people like on the internet and shit saying, oh, it's stupid. Why are these TikTok new gens making hardcore cool? No. It is cool, man. I mean, people just find music in different ways, and sometimes everyone finds it at the same time. I feel like that was with me, with more hardcore, especially, and taking a deep dive into hardcore was kind of like in 2022 with Knocked Loose, man. Because before that, as I said, I just knew Turnstile and a few others, but it really opened my mind, and that album was really sick. And I really wanted to see it live. They did a huge tour this year. They did one with The Garden and Danny Brown and Drain. They did that. But I think for California, I don't think The Garden was there. I think it was Danny Brown taking it. But I wanted to go to that so bad, but I couldn't. I was too busy around that time. But yeah, man, that Knocked Loose album was fucking killer. Like, and it's so cool because rap pages like Mosh Pits Daily and shit like that, they're posting about those shows and shit. More people are being open to Knocked Loose and just hardcore music and just metal and shit like that. Like, it's so cool. When I was a kid, I used to really be invested in like metalcore, emo, punk, old rock and old metal and shit like that. And I used to be like, this is my genre. No one else could like this kind of music. But as I've gotten older and I've explored more and more, and same with like Tyler, I used to Same with Tyler. I used to gatekeep him when I was in middle school, but now I've gotten older and I feel like let everyone listen to everything, bro. Especially when you put people on, like that's the joy of music, man. Putting people on, and yeah, Knocked Loose. It's so amazing for what they're doing for people to just like. It's a good kind of starter band for hardcore music, and once you get in there, there's so many more hardcore bands you can listen to. But yeah, the new Knocked Loose album is really good, really solid. I really fuck with it. So that was number 5. Knocked Loose is number 5. Number 4, we're getting into the top little 4, last 4. Number 4 is Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish. Okay, I know it's probably a huge throw off from the whole list, but I fucking love Billie Eilish, bro. Like, I've been a fan of her since fucking middle school. Back when Ocean Eyes came out, one of my homies, she was like, hey, you gotta listen to Billie Eilish, and then I was like, all right. So she showed me Ocean Eyes when it came out. I was like, wow, it's pretty cool. And then she showed me other music by her. My Boy was pretty sick. All that was just really fucking good. And her albums have been good, except I did not like her last one before Hit Me Hard and Soft. What was it called? Happy After. What is it called? Fuck it. I don't have time to look it up. Whole point is that last album she had where she's like crying on the cover and all that. That shit put me to sleep, bro. That shit was like whatever. It was like, okay. I don't know. I didn't really like it. But this new one, Hit Me Hard and Soft, was so fucking hard hitting and so emotional for me. The first time I heard it, like, wow. Like, just the first song with Skinny, like, bro, that guitar, the lyrics she sang, it was just like, wow. I was literally crying, bro. I was just like, I was like, wow, bro. It's crazy. And then the whole rest of the album is amazing. Every song just hits in a different way and its meanings and everything. And it's just really cool. And I expect that from Billie Eilish. I really do expect that. She's a really talented person, especially with her brother Phineas. It's fucking amazing, bro. She knows what she's doing with Phineas, and they know what they're doing. Their tour and everything looked really sick. I wasn't able to attend it, but man, Hit Me Hard and Soft was it really did hit me hard and fucking soft, bro. Like, that's literally how to describe this album. It hits you hard and soft. Top 3. We're already in the top 3. Number 3. This is going to throw people off probably. This is going to make people want to turn off the fucking video. But I don't know, for my camera and all that, I don't know if it's going to catch the flag on the top of it. But Bloody Angel by Cemetery. Okay, I know some of the fans going to be like, now it's actually a mixtape. I actually don't know. I remember when he posted it, I swear he said a mixtape in the caption or some shit. But that shit's an album, bro. It's 50 minutes long. That's a fucking album in my opinion. And man, Bloody Angel was really fucking good. That's in my top 3 for this year. And it's really good. And I know people probably don't want to listen to Cemetery, or they've heard of Cemetery, listened to a few songs by him, kind of check them out, and they're like, oh yeah, that's just not for me. Because it's weird, or it's out there, or it's so loud, and it's like, oh. But in reality, it's pretty fucking different for what it is. I used to not be a Cemetery fan. I used to be a Cemetery hater, actually. I used to not really like Cemetery. I remember back in 2020 to 2021, I heard a couple of his songs. I saw memes about it on TikTok, Instagram, and I was kind of like, what is this bullshit, bro? I thought it was a meme. I thought it was a joke. I didn't think it was like real shit on streaming platforms. I thought it was just YouTube videos, and I thought it was this dude just making fun of Chief Keef and black metal, and that was really it. And I just didn't really think too much of it. Then 2022 comes around, and some of my friends that I made were like, hey, you listen to Cemetery? And I was like, nah. And then they put me on, and I was like, wait a minute, this is kind of hard. So since 2022, I've been a real fan of Cemetery, and it is pretty hard. It's different, and it's cool how he mixes, like I've said, black metal and like that trap sound, and he makes his own fucking sound. You don't hear anyone else making that kind of music. Like, really, you don't at all. And it's all Cemetery, and the impact he's had on our fucking culture is so fucking huge. And the thing is, though, with Bloody Angel is that I think this is his best work to date, in my opinion. That's what I've said, and a lot of people online have said, because it's like over the years, his music has gradually gotten better and better, and more polished and more, I wouldn't say like easier to listen to, because I don't want to sound like I'm trying to be like, oh yeah, it's more mainstream, so yeah, it's better. I'm just trying to say, when an artist makes his music super at like a point where it's just accessible for everyone to listen to, I don't think that's a bad thing. Some people think that's horrible, that, oh, this artist, he's making just radio music now, that's why everyone likes it. No, I think they've evolved to a point where they've mastered their craft, and it's so fucking good that others acknowledge it and they know it's good. That's what that I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's how I kind of see it as. And I feel like Bloody Angel is kind of the start of that path. It's really fucking good. It's the best sounding album he's made. That's just like whoa, and it's just really good, man. It's really good. I think you should check it out. If you've never heard of Cemetery and you're ready to listen to something very different, I think you should check out Bloody Angel. If you hate Cemetery and you're like, blah, 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 still listen to it, bro. It's really good. And I think the Cemetery hate shouldn't really be a thing. I don't know. I feel like all artists make such different music, and it's just like, I don't know. There shouldn't really be hate with artists. Like, I don't know. As I'm saying that as earlier with Drake. Nah, but like, I don't know. If it's different, but it's still really good and artistic, don't hate on it. But if it's like Drake, where it's manufactured and made for fucking rap caviar and for the basic motherfuckers of the world, hate on that shit. No, I'm just playing. But still, yeah, check out Bloody Angel by Cemetery. Really fucking amazing album. And oh, that's what I also wanted to talk about. The culture, bro. Cemetery shifted our culture by like a whole fucking milestone. If you want to admit it or not, he changed the fucking alt kids, bro, on TikTok. Like, that's something you cannot. Hold on, I gotta move it to a different finger. That's something you cannot, like, you can't get past that, bro. He changed everything. Go in your fucking Zoomies 4 years ago. There was no True Religions. There was no Affliction. There was no Ed Hardy. I didn't see either of those three brands in Zoomies 4 or 5 years ago. I didn't see that shit in Zoomies at all. Going to Zoomies now, there's a whole section for Affliction, Ed Hardy, and True Religion, bro. And hella kids walking around with them big ass fucking pants with new rocks and furry little hats and all that shit. It's all because of Cemetery. And I'm not hating on it and saying it's Cemetery's fault. I'm just saying, bro, even though people don't listen to his music, they like his style and they like his aura, man. And that's what people have gravitated to, especially the alternative community and a lot of the young people on TikTok. They really fuck with that. And that's what I've seen, man. Like, when I was a kid, I used to wear Ed Hardy and Affliction because it was cheap and it was at fucking Marshalls and DD's and Ross. And that's all I could afford. Now I've gotten older. People are treating it again like it's a luxury brand, like the way it used to be in the 2000s because of Cemetery, bro. Look at Affliction. They made so much money these past 2 years because of Cemetery. They made so much money, especially with the collaboration with him. Let's just put them on the spot, bro. Again, that's the thing. Cemetery is really having like the alternative culture, especially online, in a chokehold, man. It's all because of him. And you can sit there and be like, well, no, I actually used to wear this because of that, or blah, 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 or I don't even listen to Cemetery. Like, no, be honest, bro. You got inspired by your fit by someone on TikTok wearing it, and that person on TikTok got inspired by someone else, and that other person got inspired by Cemetery, bro. That's all it is, bro. Literally, it's all from Cemetery. It stems from him and Haunted Mountain and the whole movement that they've done. Like, they really have done a fucking number on the alternative community. And I relate back to it like a Odd Future with Tyler and all that. Not really in the alternative community, more of the rap and the art rap world. But this is more for like the alternatives, the emos and edgy kids, shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? It's the same shit. You can argue with me about it. Fucking argue in the comments if you don't agree with it, bro. That's my point. Cemetery fucking shifted the way TikTok alternative kind of style is perceived. And Bloody Angel is a really good fucking album. I went on a whole tangent about that, but Bloody Angel, really fucking good album. And I think we're going to see Cemetery get even bigger and bigger. And we're going to see that fucker start playing in way bigger venues soon. That's what I think is going to happen. Okay, we're at the last two. I hope this video isn't going too long or I'm boring you or anything. I know it's a lot of talking. I don't know how I'm going to edit this. Fuck it, let's just go. Okay, number 2. I Lay Down My Life For You by JPEG Mafia. Holy shit. This fucking album. Holy shit. This album is fucking amazing, bro. And again, another artist where I feel like he's very hit or miss with a lot of people. JPEG Mafia, a lot of people think, oh, it's weird rap. It's weird. It's too experimental. It's weird. I see him get compared to Death Grips a lot. I like Death Grips. But JPEG Mafia, man, this album, so fucking good. And it's very rock heavy. And I feel like he's had rock heavy songs before, but not a full fucking album front to back, just full rock and rap heavy. And it worked so well. And I see a lot of people turning to it, man. A lot of people that aren't JPEG Mafia fans are coming around to it and listening to it. And I saw that kind of with Scaring the Hose. Scaring the Hose was fucking phenomenal. But this, this is fucking different. This is really fucking good. This is real fucking music. This is that real rap shit, bro. This is really fucking good. And it's just like, man, because I feel like most generic rap music, it's just, as I said before, since 2020, it's just been fucking. And I feel like we need people like JPEG Mafia and other experimental rappers to really save us and open people's minds to be open to new shit. If we don't do new shit in rap, we're gonna fucking keep going down, man. Ever since this year, it seems we're kind of going up. Before that, we kind of going down, and we need to keep going up. If we don't have experimental kind of shit, we're just gonna keep going down, man. Not even just rap, but just the music as general. If you're not trying something new, we're gonna be brain dead fucking monkeys listening to the same shit. There needs to be an underdog that's different and that sounds different and that has that cult following that starts to shape his own thing going on. And I feel like that's JPEG Mafia, that's Cemetery, it's a bunch of other artists you can think of. Another one I think of is AG Club. AG Club's really sick in what they do. And man, it's just this new album by JPEG Mafia, man, it's just is leading the way for that, man. I really hope that his next album that he comes out within the next maybe year or two, it really gets the attention that it deserves, especially from just the music world. I know a lot of people praise JPEG Mafia, but not everyone. I want everyone to praise him, man, because he's doing something so different and unique and cool. He's been doing it for years. JPEG Mafia's been around for so fucking long, and I feel like he's been around for so long, and he's been getting his flowers slowly but surely, and that's amazing, man. I don't know. I really like this album a lot. It was really sick, especially hearing this shit in the car. When I fucking played it in the car for the first time, I was just like wow, bro. It probably looks so stupid, but I don't care. I heard it, I was just like amazed. I was just moshing by myself in my car. I was just like bah, 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 bah. I was like, wow, bro, this is just. And then the last couple of songs are so fucking just heartfelt, so amazing. It's some of the best shit he's ever made up to date, man. This is probably his best album as of right now, and I can say that for a fact, man. It's incredible. Okay, we've made it to the last the last fucking one. And this last one, I think if you've been paying attention, I think you can tell what last album it's gonna be and what my number one album of 2024 is. If you're really paying attention, it's not too hard. It's Chromacopia. You know, Chromacopia. Yeah, this shit fucking came out of left field. Tyler was trolling forever, like, nah, I'm not gonna release a new album. Nah, fuck you guys. I'm not. Who's gonna release an album? I'm doing what I want. I'm making clothes. I'm making LaFleur. I'm working with Louis Vuitton. Like, bro, forever was like, nah, because the whole thing since he started making music was every 2 years or every other year. It's 2 years or every other year. You can say it either way. He releases an album. So, Call Me If You Get Lost came out in 2021. 2023 came around. Everyone was like, oh yeah, we're gonna get a new fucking Tyler album. We're gonna get a new one. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't really wanting a new Tyler album. I don't think Tyler was wanting a new one either. I think, I don't know, for me, I was like, Call Me If You Get Lost was really good, and I'm still like listening to it on repeat, and it's like, I don't know, I wasn't really prepared for a new Tyler album. And then he came out with the Estate Sale, which was really good. It was just like a deluxe of Call Me If You Get Lost. A couple new songs, really fucking good. Sorry Not Sorry is an amazing fucking song. That's probably one of Tyler's best songs he's ever made, in my opinion. And man, that's all we got was just the deluxe. A lot of people were happy for a moment, but then after, everyone was like, okay, where's the album now, Tyler? And he just never really came out with the album. 2024 comes around, everyone's like, we gotta get a new Tyler album. And it seemed that we weren't really getting one. He kind of was like not really hinting at it and shit. And even when I saw him at Flognaw in 2023, he was like, you guys want some new music, huh? And everyone was like, yeah! He was like, well, I didn't have a fucking dad. So we weren't getting it. And so 2024 comes around, I wasn't expecting it. I was like, I'm like, that's actually kind of cooler. He's not going against the tradition or whatever. And he's kind of just he's going to drop it whenever he feels like it. That's kind of cool. I respect that. And so he's doing these festival shows. He did Coachella and shit like that. And then the end of the year comes around and he makes a comment on Steve Lacy's post. Steve Lacy said some shit like, I'm not going to drop an album or some shit like that. Tyler comments like the same kind of shit. Like, oh yeah, why do they expect me to drop an album? Da, da, da. Fucking like 4 or 5 days later, the Chromacopia trailer is on his fucking page. And everyone was like, even I was like, what? When I saw that Chromacopia little teaser, I was so like confused and just like, It felt very unreal, and I think that's what he wanted. He wanted people to not expect it, because when they expect it, going with expectations, they're kind of like, "Oh, this new Tyler album, or not, new Tyler one again," and they're just kind of like, you know what I mean? But since he did it out of nowhere, it threw me off track, and I think it threw a lot of people off track. And you're just like, it feels very fucking unreal. And so he was gonna release it on a Monday. I thought that was pretty cool, and so you can digest it through the whole week. Pretty cool. And then he did the listening party. That shit was really cool. Noid came out as a single before that. Noid was really good when I heard that shit. It was just like, wow. Listening party. I saw the live stream. I didn't go. A lot of the songs that he played, really awesome. Then it came out, and it was fucking sick as hell, bro. Chromacopia is so fucking good. Like, I know a lot of these fucking underground motherfuckers that were like with Ian and shit. Like, hey, how can you listen to this band kid music, this theater kid music? Like, bro, this shit just got meaning, bro. It's got deep lore and deep meaning. And it's like everything with Chromacopia really fucking hit me, because it's shit that I'm going through and I'm living through, and it's shit that other people are living through. It's some real ass lyrics and real ass stories, not even storytelling. That's the thing. Tyler's more of a storyteller. This album and his past couple albums haven't really been storytelling. They've just been facts. You know what I mean? And especially with Chromacopia, it's all fucking facts. And it's just shit that resonates with me, and I'm sure hundreds and millions of thousands of other people resonate with it too. Like the fucking Judge Judy shit, that shit hit hard. Everyone's lived through a situation like that. Fucking Hey Jane, everyone's lived through a Hey Jane situation. Just fucking take your mask off. Everyone does that, bro. No one's themselves around everyone else. There's a lot of people that fake it till they make it. That's the main thing. They need to take their mask off and be themselves. Me personally, yeah, you gotta learn to love yourself and take your mask off and realize who you are and embrace who you are and not fake it, bro. You gotta just be yourself. And it's just a lot of shit in the album that really just hit hard, and I was like, wow. Especially like him, and it's just like, wow. And then Tomorrow was a really good song. This is every fucking song, every lyric, every meaning really hit hard with me. And it was so crazy because it was like, Tyler, how did you know I was going through a lot of this shit right now, bro? How the fuck did you know this and release this to make me feel better, bro? Like, I know it sounds corny, bro, but like real shit. How the fuck did this dude know? Like, it's just, man, Chromacopia is just, oh man. I just sound like a huge meat writer this whole video. But man, Chromacopia is just amazing, man. I don't even know what to say about it. It's just flawless, man. Flawless. It's just flawless, bro. And I'm gonna be able to see him next month. As recording this is January. I think this is January 2nd. Yeah, January 2nd. I'm gonna see him next month in February in LA. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be my fourth time seeing Tyler. So I'm really hyped. I'm really excited. But yeah, man, that's my whole list here. This is my top 10 albums of 2024, plus some that didn't make it that I also really fucked with. I hope you really like this video. Please subscribe and hit the like button. I don't know, man. You do whatever you want. But yeah, this is my first video of doing this kind of stuff. I make music, but not really anymore. I've been really busy with life and shit. And I've kind of changed my direction of just things in life. I'm not really taking that music path so seriously anymore. If you click this channel, you'll see there's like 3 music videos or 2 of them. They're pretty fucking shitty. I don't really care. It's funny to keep up. But yeah, I'm gonna be making videos like this, just talking about music, movies, art, clothing, shit going on in the world. Just hear my opinion about it. I don't know. It would be really cool if one day I could have a lot of audience and a lot of people here to watch this. Not necessarily because I want fame or money, but I just really want to talk to other people that have the same interest as me. So it'd be really cool if they talk to me in the comments and shit, or if they did reaction videos to what I'm saying and like, oh yeah, this guy's speaking facts, or this guy's not speaking facts. He's a fucking loser. This guy's fucking sick. I like that kind of shit. I want to talk to other people on the internet about the same interests that we have. That's the reason why I'm making this, bro. And so that's really what I wanted to just say. I'll come up with a new video probably in like a week or 2. I have a bunch of ideas already written down of what I want to do, and I just want to keep going and try and release videos at least maybe like 2 or 3 times a month, maybe even sooner, maybe once a week. I don't know, something like that. But thank you guys so much for watching.